Yo YouTubers, WhiteBlade here again, and well, as you may have guessed, another updates video. Thinking it's about time I get to one of these again. And you know, I just noticed I apparently keep starting each updates video with those same words. That's what I keep noticing. Or maybe it's just my imagination. Well, anyway, without further ado, let's get this over with. Starting off with probably everybody's most anticipated subject. New Smash Bros. Zero. Progress, none. As far, there's a reason for that. After I sent out the results video, showing who got which role, surprisingly everybody got their roles in rather quickly, and that's something I'd really like to see more often. So thanks you guys for doing that so quickly. Though I'm sure with school season in session now, that probably won't happen as often. Oh well, the price you pay. Now, here's the problemo. Except for one voice actor who turned in her lines like long before I even made the auditions video. Well, here's the deal. I did say that all the others should post their lines as an unlisted video, then I take care of the rest. That was with the YouTube MP3 converter. I used to use that a lot. But when I tried to download some of the files, it did not work. So here we go again. It said it had an updated version, so I got that. I downloaded that. But for some reason it also downloaded Real Player, whatever the hell that is, which said it needed that to make this thing work, so I downloaded that as well. Of course, while it was downloading, I had a bit of a deja vu memory of what happened to my computer when I got a virus back in December, or was it November? And anyway, that kind of worked up my nerves and such. But anyway, once all that was said and done, the downloading was finished. I tried the converter again, and it still didn't work. So for the moment, I still can't download the lines. I haven't tried it recently, but last time I tried it was still a no-go. So at the moment, I can't get anyone's lines anyway. If I can't get the converter to work anymore, I'll probably ask most of the guys what their Skype is, and maybe we'll try it again that way. Because the reason I wanted to do it this way was because, well, when that same voice actor tried to send her lines through Skype, Skype would not let them send. We honestly have no idea why that is. Either Skype was acting up at the time, or maybe the file was too big. I never knew Skype could have a size limit, but yeah, a lot of stuff happened. But then I came up with the idea of her posting it as an unlisted video. I downloaded it that way, bada bing, bada boom, and you know, put two and two together, what do you get? Yeah. So right now, everyone's lines, admittedly except mine, are all done. I just need to find a way to get them again. Maybe we'll try Skype afterwards. I'm not totally sure yet. We'll figure it out. And at any rate, no real filming has been involved. The fight scenes have been recorded in Brawl, you know, replay mode and all. And so I guess you could say filming has partially started, but I did those fight scenes months ago, so I guess I really can't count that. So, yeah. That's pretty much all I have to say on the new SBZ side of things. So, next up, Fire Within Shadow, aka the RPG project. In short, no progress. I'm still sort of working out what Firefox's ability could be. I think I've written it down somewheres. Yeah, I have it written down. I just haven't had the motivation to get back to recording all that stuff, cause those videos take a while to put together, you know. Even with all the filming and editing and stuff, it's not something one can do in like an hour's work, you know. But yes, I've actually written down what's going to happen next time, with the next episode or next part of Chapter 2, I don't know, so yeah, it's all planned out. I'm pretty much ready to go on to the next part. I just gotta get the motivation to record and everything. And other than that, no progress. So yeah. Okay, next subject, that would be the All for Freedom series. You know, the sprite comic I was hoping to do on Smack Jeeves? Yep, keyword hoping. I can see you guys got some concern if you're interested in that series. Well, lately I've been wondering if I really want to make it a sprite comic, or just work with sprites altogether. I mean, sure, Nothin Makes Sense was pretty good, but that was just simple stuff, and yes, admittedly, most of the characters are just recolors anyway, so I guess there really isn't much work to be involved in that. But hey, I don't care if they're recolors, but still, the point is, I haven't had any motivation to work on the All for Freedom sprites at all. You know, Slash, Crystal, Angela, all those guys. I've had no motivation to continue working on those guys. I mean, I've got like a crap load of characters to work with. And yet, I can only do so much, you know? Now, would I ask if someone else do the sprites? No. No way that's gonna happen. Because, it just wouldn't work. I feel like that to ask someone else to do my characters, my sprites, my work, it doesn't feel right to me. It feels just, it's not something I can do, pure and simple. Of course, maybe to help with like some poses or something, that's fine. But like for the whole character, the whole sheet, the movements, everything, that's a no-no. No way. Now, I have been thinking that maybe instead of a sprite comic, I could just hand draw it, since I'm more comfortable with drawing instead of doing sprites. So I suppose I could just draw the comic instead of doing sprites, but well, that I'm not entirely sure about that, because drawing it would take like a lot longer to do, since, well, admittedly when it comes to drawing I'm sort of a perfectionist. I want to make sure that everything looks just right. So there's no telling how long that would take. And I've got a lot to do as it is, so I'm putting a lot on my shoulders, ain't I? So yeah, I'm not entirely sure yet if All for Freedom, both Next Gen Chronicles and Path of Destiny, will be sprite comics, or if I'll just hand draw them. We'll just have to wait and see what I'm comfortable with in the near future. Okay, next, another Smack Jeeves subject. That would be Chaos of Love, the PMD story. And I'm sure you've probably seen that by now, if you've even bothered to look. Because if you haven't bothered to look, why even bothering watching this? Because there's nothing else regarding Machinima Progress after this, so yeah, that's no, wait a minute, I'm getting off subject. Sorry about that. I haven't really had any motivation to work on the next page either. Yeah, not much motivation on my end, huh? I'm definitely seeing a pattern here, aren't you? At any rate, what I have planned for the next page, it's somewhat a bit of a challenge for me because I'm actually going to do some hand-drawn stuff in there. It's still going to be a sprite comic, but there will be some drawn stuff in it. And what I have planned for this page, it's going to require a bit more hand-drawn work, and I'm not exactly confident in my ability to draw a Totodile or Chikorita. I could try practicing them, but like I said, I'm a perfectionist. It's kind of hard for me to do that, just practice, and overlook the mistakes. It's a problem I have, apparently. It's a problemo. So no telling when the next page will come out. I am not canceling it. No way. This and the All for Freedom series is our series I definitely plan on doing from start to finish. Because if I do cancel them, that must mean I'm a quitter or something. But at any rate, I'm getting ahead of myself. So we'll just have to wait and see how things turn out. Alright, so earlier I mentioned Nothin Makes Sense, so that's what I'm talking about. Episode 2 of Nothin Makes Sense. The script, all finished. And I've put some frames together for the animation, but what I've started for the animating part, I've started with the more tricky things to get them over with, and well, things just turned out to be a little bit harder than I thought it would be. Oh well, hopefully all the frustration and difficulty and hard work will pay off, or tediousness if you want to call it that way. Anyway, it's so far it's going pretty slowly. Haven't done any recording for any of the characters yet since I voiced them all. Yeah, surprisingly I voiced them all. Well, this is Wendell. My normal voice will be Brainball and Whiteblade, of course.
And this is the little old man. And this is Vivian.
Yeah, you can see them all there. So, yeah. No telling when episode 2 will come out, just whenever I can get everything together. Alright. Also, something else regarding the series. It's about the whole special guest thing. If you actually want to be in the series, don't ask. Because the thing is, you don't come to me. I come to you. If I ask you to be a special guest, that would be your chance. Of course, you can choose to say no if you don't want to. That's totally up to you. I'm not going to force you. You know, just something to let you know. Don't ask to be a part of the series. I make the choice first. Yeah. Okay, and the final subject for this updates video, that would be something most of you probably have not noticed. I'm not sure if you noticed in your subscription box like a few months ago, but I pretty much published a video I uploaded months before called the intro for something called Mario Kart Skype. It's an idea I had back when I first put the video together. I was pretty psyched about the idea. Nowadays, I'm not too happy with it. Thing is, me and a group of friends will be having a few races on Mario Kart Wii while talking through Skype and such, and yeah, I was just hoping that I'd finally be a part of those type of events, cause I always seem to miss them for some reason. So I pretty much invited a few guys to it. Some have already left of their own accord, which I can understand because I made that group like a few months ago, and there has not been any progress regarding any recordings and such. So after a while, the idea just didn't seem to go well for me, and well, now I'm just deciding to close up shop. Mario Kart Skype, it's canceled. It's done and over with. It's just it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work for me. Not something I should do. So, well, maybe not something I should do, it's just not something I really want to do anymore. If I'm not happy with the idea, why bother doing it, right? So, yeah. I think that is everything I need to discuss, or want to discuss, or have discussed, or would discuss, or might discuss, or disgusting discussed, and so on and so forth. So I suppose for the time being, that's gonna do it, YouTubers. So until next time, on that note, I take my leave and hope for the next episode of Let's Play Pokemon Sapphire sometime tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon, whenever the episode's put together. So yeah, see you later.